Okay, we are starting off strong and not tired yet. Today is July 9th and we are starting off early. So, this video you have clicked on is me making a dress for my 2025 birthday. So that's where we're at. Hi everyone, I'm CelesteOrchid and welcome to my YouTube channel. I've been making dresses, clothing, content for a long time now, and it should be no surprise that I am making another birthday dress. So let's go ahead and pick out the fabrics, and we're just going to see where the fabrics takes us and let it steer the direction of this design. Alrighty, so this fabric has fallen upon me, and it's kind of got this cathedral look with these stained glass birds. There is like Jesus or something. It looks like Jesus. And I really just love the yellow coloring of it. So I have, I think, 2 pieces of this material. It looks really hardcore, and if I bunch it up, I can see it be something different. It looks like shells, but it's not. I normally don't go for yellow prints, and I was thinking, let's challenge myself to do something a little bit more adventurous, and let's try that. I was thinking maybe it would be fun to drape this fabric. This is a nice stretchy material, and it doesn't really fray too bad. So if I come up close, it's not fraying unless I really pick at it. So that's a positive. Both sides are very pigmented. So if I go that side or this side, they're both very pigmented. I have pretty much free reign on however side I want to cut this. So now I think it would be fun to kind of just do one of these like halter kind of tops that's really gathered like this, and then kind of like draped across, maybe like a luau kind of thing. I don't know if I really want it to be so Hawaiian, but I do want it like bunched up somehow, some way, or like this. Would this be fun? I don't know. It's really hard because this is a vertical print. Okay, it's not even vertical. It's a diagonal print. And larger prints really don't look great on my size because if you didn't know, I am a smaller human being. So I'm going to play with a mannequin here and just slap. Oh, I'm sorry. I sexually assaulted you. I'm going to slap it around and figure out if I want a really tight draping or if I want something more flowy. Last year we had a little keyhole moment. So this year let's do something a little bit more family friendly. The good news is here's one and here's 2. I have so much to play with! I am proud to say that I've draped it properly. I know what I'm going to do. It seems kind of silly that I had not really cutting too much of the fabric. This is the look that we are going for of the dress. This black bow is actually going to be replaced with like an actual little buckle here. So I'm going to buckle it and then sew it. But first, let me talk you through it. So we're going to have some straps at the top to combine it. And then it's got this V situation. It's got this midriff, slightly peekaboo. And then when we go down, it's a long skirt. I'm going to cut a slit after I can put it on. Then we go to the back. The back has still that nice open back. It's going to have this cut here, and then we're going to sew the skirt together. And that's where we're going to be. Of course, this is going to be a halter neckline, or I'm going to crisscross it. We'll see what happens after I get it on me. But first and foremost, I need to hem the entire perimeter of this piece of fabric. I know that I said that it doesn't really fray, but I'd rather it look nice and clean than having just salvage edge and raw cut. I'm using the entire piece of fabric. I'm not making any cuts to it, so it's very sustainable and not wasting any of it. So I hemmed the entire perimeter. I pinned it back on my dress form, and now I'm hand sewing the pieces that I want in place. That way I can form it into the dress shape that I want. I'm hand sewing a rectangular ring in the center there for a little bit of flair and making it look like it's holding everything in place.
I do want to add more hardware to some more of my outfits rather than it just being plain outfits with buttons or zippers. So I'm trying to experiment with something new. To make sure this rectangular ring doesn't move, I'm going to be hand sewing it in place on the sides. So I decided to sew the back top piece to the bottom of the skirt. This way it looks like one uniform piece. Then I just had to sew the skirt together and I decided to add a front slit to the skirt.
And so here we are with my completed birthday dress of 2025. This one is pretty fun. I can play with it a little bit. Now it does have a little bit of drawbacks because it is a little bit shaped differently than I'm normally used to. If I want it to be higher, I can play with it using this little ring that I sewed here. I can mess around with, but it is very versatile in that essence. I can even change the straps to cross over safely. I do really love how nice and flowy this is. It is a very fun dress. I love this fabric. Yes, it's just so nice and fun and flowy. This is perfect for having anything underneath. I can even put a belt on top. You can see I changed this top to be the D-rings together. Now D-rings, I don't use them often, but I do want to use more hardware in my projects. So you can see a little bit more of the skirt and its flowiness. I decided to add 2 slits, so one in the back and then one in the front. And that way it just helps me walk better. It has a little bit of flow. I was thinking about putting 2 more in the sides, but I thought that would look kind of funky. So we're just gonna keep it like that so it's easy for me to walk around. So I hope you enjoyed this brand new dress video, birthday dress video for 2025. If you like this one and you want to see me do more projects like this, make sure to leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Wish me happy birthday. And remember to stay inspired, be creative, and I will see you in a future video. Bye!